So direct case study. So this is one of the tool of TQM. It states direct principle. So this gives us exact idea about where we have to focus for get maximum output in a problem. It states that maximum problem are caused by minimum causes. This is called direct principle.
So F is critical. F is critical.
Yes. So these are flow charts. The normally flow charts which we have seen in 11, 12, we can see exact applications of those flow charts in TQM. It gives us exact modeling over a process, and it requires no communication to understand a process. We'll see details of all these tools in my case study. These are cause and effect diagrams. Uh, the ultimate effect of this diagram is the problem that you need to solve, and the causes are distributed depending upon the impact they cause to the problem. So main cause, level 2 cause, level 1 cause, and level 3 cause. These are classified according to the impact they make over a problem. Brainstorming. Brainstorming is a process wherein all people are made to sit together and strike their brains to come over a problem. A number of solutions are given over a problem, and the best amongst them is selected. The brainstorming also helps in striking up the minds of the people by developing the ideas of those who have already insisted their ideas. Now let's talk about the case study. The case study is about Sterling's scaffolding plant at Texas. This plant is carrying out maintenance of different structures like we can say Taj Mahal or something of their countries. So this is the case study of that country. The feature that I'll be focusing on is the scaffolding requirement and the fluctuation of requirement. So let's see what are the scaffoldings first. These are the scaffoldings. We can see these structures. These structures. These are exactly called as scaffoldings. So the problem in this company was the people were not delivered scaffoldings in time. The working people which were actually working there, they were not delivered scaffoldings in time. So they spent a lot of time in searching for the scaffoldings rather than time spending to erect this scaffolding. So the problem was very serious, and they spent around 5,000 US dollars each year work labor in searching of scaffoldings. So the management formed a TQM team to overcome this problem, since this was a major problem in affecting their profit margins. So the TQM team was formed. TQM team found that the problem is genuine and they need to go through all the TQM tools and get rid of the problem. So the first point was, as I explained earlier, the flow chart. So they plotted the flow charts. These are the flow charts. The basic thing was carpenters complaining for unavailable scaffolding. So the carpenters were not delivered scaffoldings in time. It affected heavy labor spent in search of scaffolding and less time remaining for erection of scaffolding rather than working over it. It ultimately resulted in less output. So you can't see here, but the ultimate is lower profit margin. So the basic problem, carpenters are complaining for not delivering scaffoldings in time, resulted in lower profit margins. So the TQM team did various calculations and found out this result. I have a paper supporting these figures that I have mentioned here. That 57% of the scaffolding was not available nearest to the site area available. So and 90% of the scaffoldings were delivered by sorry 90% of the available scaffoldings were available in nearby racks around the site area, and 24% were asked to be delivered by truck department. So the problem was genuine, and the DQM team suggested management to buy extra scaffoldings of amount 100,000 US dollars, but the management avoids spending money unless it is too necessary, and so management rejected their result here is heavy labor spent for searching of scaffoldings. The level one cause is unavailability of scaffolding. it is due to it is due to poor management of scaffolding, that is by transport or something. Second level cause was away from site. The scaffolding which was available there was away from site, so the time spent for getting the scaffolding from the point where it is sir, later on they did statistical calculation and plotted a graph where they could find the daily inventory increase, percentage daily inventory increase. सर हे त्यांनी कॅल्क्युलेशन्स दिलेत सर.
नाही नाही आता याच्या आधी तू फक्त फिशबोन डायग्राम दाखवली व्हेरियस प्रॉब्लेम्स आणि नंतर लगेचच का
रिझल्ट नाहीये सर, अजून रिझल्ट नाहीये. मग त्यांनी सर दे मेड कॅल्क्युलेशन्स अँड फाउंड दॅट द स्कॅफोल्डिंग्स आर इनफ.
व्हॉट आर दीज वर्टिकल बार्स?
सर दीज आर डे वाइज इन्व्हेंटरी कमिंग. सर
इन्व्हेंटरी
इन्व्हेंटरी
म्हणजे दोज मेनी स्कॅफोल्डिंग्स
are coming daily into their plant. So they found that scaffoldings were available at the plant, but they were not distributed properly. So this is the point that I am trying to say. So the final solution they found that the people who were holding the scaffolding, that means if I am a professionalist of welding, so I will be keeping the welding requirement with me. Somebody who is using ladder for his work, he'll be keeping ladders with him. So the problem was that scaffoldings were available, but they were not circulated properly. So the TQM team found that the circulation was poor. So they went to each and every worker, told them the importance that is required, told them the importance of distributing these scaffoldings, and they insisted management to build a centralized scaffolding storage plant so that it is convenient for everybody to come and get the scaffoldings from there. After that, they found that 97% increase in the inventory of 97% scaffoldings were already available which they wanted to buy, and it ultimately resulted in saving of $100,000 with scaffoldings which they were going to buy. So we'll see some implementations of TQM. Tata Motors, General Motors, Lamborghini, Electronica and Toyota. We'll see some of the images of Toyota. This is the image where TQM is applied. You can see assembling with gloves. This is a requirement of TQM. We have studied, I didn't explain to the principal, but this comes under principles of TQM. Easy access to tools. The tools are given hydraulically, and the visual alarm that gives the problem detection. Again 5S, this marking is also I did explain because of time management, and chairs below table. This is a this is one machine which cleans your food before entering the production line. And this is one of the Kaizen principle. It states that you should continuously improve your management to get better effects. This is the reference. Any questions?
How much was the time taken for the project of scaffolding?
Sir, it was around 30 days.
30 days.
30 days.
So they did all this, they came across a problem, they study and overcome it.
Yeah, within 30 days.
That was the total project time of 30 days.
Yeah, starting from the planning and to execute.
They took to solve the problem. How much days they took to solve?
So around 10 to 15 days, because of they had to go to each and every worker, means superior worker, supervisor level worker, to explain the
How
problem.
much was the cost involved in solving the problem?
Sir, cost is not.
Because they asked for 1,000 rupees.
So it was surely